Guys are having an amazing start to your Saturday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my simple recipes that I enjoy honestly all year round, which is going to be my corn salad. As you can see here, I have a few different ingredients that I'm going to be sharing with you. First, with this grilled corn salad, obviously we need grilled corn. So for this particular recipe, I personally like to either use one of two things. If I am short on time and also just have it kind of in my freezer, I'm going to go ahead and use a bag or two, depending on how many people I'm going to be serving, of grilled corn. Now, sweet corn is one of those things that I particularly love. You can use either yellow sweet corn or you can also use a white corn. Honestly, whatever you have made available to you is going to be best. Today, I did not use frozen corn, but we are actually doing and using some sweet corn from a can. This recipe is going to be in the description, so don't feel too overwhelmed here if you don't have all the ingredients and you're like, hey, Gwen, I'm not sure where to get started. No worries. Everything will be linked in this description after the live stream. And let me know, since this is a live stream, ask any questions that you may want, or if you're catching the replay here on the SimpliDished channel, let me know what other type of live streams you'd like to do. This was honestly an impromptu type of live stream, but I definitely want to give you a lot of value, interact with you guys, have a little bit of a fun, and also kind of teach you along the way. So in my skillet, to go ahead and get this sweet corn that we have here, nice and grilled, I'm actually using, did you see that corn jump out of there? You saw that. It's okay. We're going to throw it back in there. We're going to be using avocado oil for this particular recipe. If you don't have access to avocado oil, go ahead and use whatever you have on hand. It's completely up to you. Today, I am, like I said, using avocado oil. This happens to be the one that I'm using. I always try to share with you practical tips that, one, are going to be affordable, but two, also just like easy and accessible. I realize that a lot of times it may not be accessible to you, so no worries there. But this particular avocado oil I actually got at my local Costco. A couple of things as it relates to oils when you're looking at oils. If you can, spend the extra few coins and get, if you can, non-GMO certified types of oils. They're going to be better for you. I personally love to cook with avocado oil. It's one of my favorite things to cook with. Doesn't have a whole lot of flavor in my personal opinion, but I absolutely love it. So for this particular recipe, like I said, we're adding that avocado oil right into our skillet. You can see that I'm using also a cast iron skillet. It is one of my favorites to cook with in the kitchen because they are so versatile. I will have everything, as always, linked for you in the show notes or in the description area for you to go ahead and take a look, okay? Oh, it's burnt corn. No, Rockerito. This is going to be a grilled corn. I personally liked this particular recipe for it to be kind of grilled like that. Do you see that? I like all those golden bits, okay, Ricardo? I kind of like those golden bits. Let me know if anybody else here in the in the live stream likes those golden bits, okay? We are using, if you're just joining into this live, we are doing a grilled corn salad. I personally like to share with you recipes that are going to be, one, affordable, two, delicious, and not a whole lot of time in the kitchen, okay? We're going to grill this off. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat now because this is about to where I want it to be, nice and grilled. So if you're about that and it's your first time here into this live stream, I encourage you to hit that follow button, okay? Hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you have questions in the chat too, because I'm here to answer those questions. I absolutely love cooking and I also love interacting with you guys, okay? So this particular live stream is going to be just that. We're here to have some fun. We're here to interact. We're here to cook. And we're also trying to look for those budget meals, okay? So that's what I'm about. We are going to go ahead and get our next ingredients for this particular recipe. Obviously, we have our grilled corn. This is going to be 2 cups worth of canned corn. If you do have frozen corn, you can use that as well. I would say about a bag. We have some black beans as well for this particular recipe. I'm using 1 can of black beans for this recipe. These are just canned, okay? If you wanted to go ahead and make them from scratch and do them from dry beans, you can obviously do that as well, but I'm keeping this very budget friendly and also time efficient for those like me that are really busy, okay? But we also need to make sure we get in those greens in that salad. We're gonna go ahead and add in that corn into our salad here. Now we haven't added any seasonings to this yet. Like I said, I'm using avocado oil to go ahead and grill off that corn that we have in here, but where the seasonings are going to come, okay? Because we're not about no bland food here in the Simply Dish kitchen. We're about lots of flavor. And honestly, I personally, like I said, this is a grilled corn salad. So I like to get those crispy bits nice and crispy for me because I like that flavor that it gives me, honestly. So we're going to scrape out all of this corn as best as we can. We're done with this portion of it. We're going to go ahead and add in our aromatics now and also our herbs. One of the things that I also really stress is taking some time and adding herbs into your particular recipes. I feel like it's one of those things that not a lot of people utilize or want to utilize in their recipes. And so a lot of my recipes you'll see, one are going to call for garlic. So if you're a garlic fan, you'll probably love my recipes. Two, it's going to call for fresh herbs as well. I did go ahead and grab some herbs right out of my garden. I'll share with you guys that here next. I went ahead and have some fresh basil, and I also do have some fresh tomatoes that I went ahead and picked, and I also have some peppers. Now, I have jalapenos that I'm using for this particular recipe, and as you can see, my purple onion as well that I need to use up. But if you're not a fan of heat, you could obviously not use it. It's completely up to you. But I personally love a little bit of heat. Let me know down or drop me an emoji if you guys are also a fan of that heat and like that spicy life. Let's get this out the way. So that way I can make sure you guys can see nice and clearly as we go ahead and do this next part of the salad. So we have in here, like I said, our grilled corn. We have our beans in there as well. Now it's going to come time to us actually chopping up the other ingredients into this salad. This happens to be one of my favorite choppers, so I don't like burn my eyes all day or have like spicy fingers when it comes to using my serranos or my jalapenos. Jalapeno is going to give you obviously a little bit more of a mild type of flavor. Not as hot, but you know, it's going to depend on the pepper. You just never know. Each one is a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and add in 2 of these jalapeno peppers. I am going to leave the seeds because like I said, I'm team spicy. If you're not about the spicy life, no worries. You can still make this recipe. Just go ahead and decide to not use it. Or you can simply not add them into this recipe. You can still obviously enjoy this particular salad without doing so. Now you'll see that for this particular way of cutting these up, I want them kind of fine. So I'm going to go ahead and use my chopper here. Again, your team spice draw content. I'm about it too, okay? Give me the heat, give me the spice, give me those freaking seeds in there because I want my mouth to like burn, okay? I'm a team spicy person. Like I said, I'm happy to hear that someone else here is team spicy. We're going to go ahead and just literally push this down. If I give you a little asthma here, yes, I said asthma because that's how we say it in our house. A little asthma, I'm sorry in advance, but here we go. We're gonna go and chop this bad boy, let out our frustrations from this week, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. I always give that warning because people are like, what? This is loud. I know, my friends, but we got to get it nice and fine. You see how beautiful that gets it? I mean, come on. We could sit here and chop for days, but I don't want to. Let me move you here. I don't want to like burn up my hands here, okay? We're going to get it nice and fine like that. Throw that bad boy in there. We're going to do the other half. Are you guys ready for it? Here we go. More spice. You see, yes, I'm double handing it. We're rotating. We're rotating our hands. And let me know in the comments if you are seeing this live or you're catching the replay. Say replay in the comments, or do let me know in the comments where you're seeing this live from. I'm coming to you live from the Simply Dish kitchen from the greater Los Angeles, California area, okay? I hope that you're enjoying this. I try to make my cooking live streams as fun as possible, teach you something along the way, and hopefully get you a little hungry as well. So I hope you guys had some lunch. It's about almost going on 1:30 here in Cali. And this is going to be part of my lunch here today. See how nice and fine and beautiful that is? Look at that. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and slide that into our bowl. Our next item we're going to go ahead and add is going to be our purple onion. I absolutely love purple onion. It is so versatile. We're going to go ahead and throw that bad boy in there. See how we're getting nice, beautiful colors in there? That's what we want to see, okay? If you're in here and you're enjoying this, please do hit that thumbs up. It does help me here on YouTube to try to reach some more people, and I appreciate your love, okay? Let's go ahead and give this a little bit of a toss. It's looking beautiful. Next is going to be our purple onion. We have a little chunk that's gone because I used it earlier. But we're gonna go ahead and use it again in this recipe. Same thing here. I'm gonna put it into some smaller pieces so that way I can go ahead and chop it nice and fine, just like we did that jalapeno. Let's go ahead and put it into some chunks here. I could probably do the whole thing in there, but I don't even want a chance at getting jammed up. So I like to personally do it in little pieces like that. We're gonna go in and chop this purple onion in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And make sure you get your both arms chopped, chopping those onions so it gets nice and fine like that. I absolutely love that. Make sure you're not wasting any though, and make sure that you get all that goodness out of there because we don't want to waste no food around here. Groceries are too expensive, my friends. So make sure you take a little tool like I'm doing right now and sliding out all of that goodness. Let me make sure I can get you the camera shot. Make sure you get all that goodness out of there so that way that purple onion is in your recipe. Let's go ahead and do that next section of purple onion. I'm gonna do about half of this purple onion. We'll add it in there. Switch your hands. Get your little arm work out. And again, here we go with that purple onion. We're gonna make sure we get all in there. And again, the point of a lot of recipes is, at least to me, is to make it with what you have, make it versatile and comfortable for your home. This particular recipe, like I said, is gonna have a little bit of that heat. We added our 2 jalapenos into our corn salad. We also do have, obviously, our black beans in there, some purple onion for some additional color and also texture and flavor, okay? All the directions, step by step, will be listed once I get done with this live stream inside of the description. So make sure that you take a look at that. And I'll also go ahead and connect it to my blog so that way if you need more ingredients or step by step, we can go ahead and do that, okay? Next is gonna be our beautiful tomatoes. I'm so proud of them, okay? These are our beautiful tomatoes from the SimpliDished garden, okay? Some beauties here. I had a little bit of sun gold, so I went ahead and got some cherry tomatoes for today. If you have cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, whatever type of tomatoes you have access to, you can obviously make this recipe with, okay? The point is, use what you have and make it delicious for your home. We're gonna go ahead and just literally cut these in half like that, and then we're gonna cut them a second time down the middle. I like these to be a little bit chunky into my particular salad, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make them a little chunky, okay? So again, straight down the middle and down the middle again and down the middle again, okay? We're gonna add those babies into our corn salad like that. I still have like the little hair is what I call them, like the little tops here to take off. So we're gonna throw those in there. Again, if you have Roma tomatoes, which is more common, more affordable also as well, they're about $1 a pound at the grocery store. You can go ahead and grab, like if you have Roma tomatoes, I would say at least 2. I would probably make them also kind of fine, or if you want them chunky like that as well, like how I'm doing it today, you can obviously do that as well. It's up to you, okay? Let's go ahead and go down the middle, toss those in like that. Now for the acidity for this particular recipe, I personally like to use lime for this recipe, but if you have lemon, then you can also use lemon as well. I personally like lime though with this particular recipe, but again, make it comfortable for your home, okay? Beautiful tomatoes, right? Something about a homegrown tomato, I don't know, it just makes my dishes just feel like so much more elevated. Have a garden or a little space for a garden, you don't need a whole lot of space. I don't have a whole lot of space either. I do try to grow stuff, and that's something else that I will be sharing here on the channel, and maybe we'll do a live stream on that. Let me know if you guys like to see that. I can definitely share with you the garden and kind of what's going on. I know obviously I'm in, like I said, Southern California, so we kind of have a little bit of a longer growing season, thank goodness, because I personally love to grow all the time. But as we go into, obviously, what will soon be, winter, which is crazy to say, but we're almost there. I want to kind of share with you also what I'm doing to prepare and also what I'm growing in this particular season as we go into the winter, because there are still options for you to go ahead and grow food as we approach the winter time. So I'll kind of share with you guys that too. If you guys are interested, I do not mind doing that. Let's go ahead and take the tops off of those. We're almost done with all of these tomatoes. Like I said, this is a combination of cherry tomatoes that I have in the garden, as well as some of the beautiful sun golds that I have as well. So we have those. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our basil. Okay. I personally love this recipe with basil. I've also experimented with it with adding cilantro. Okay, I know some people hate cilantro or you may hate basil, so I'm giving you those two options, my friends, so that way you can decide what's going to be best for your home. We're going to toss that in. Okay, now I know we're still probably recovering from the holiday, and so I wanted to kind of share with you something else you can kind of enjoy and feed your body something good and nutritious for today. There's going to be a balance of things that you'll see here, obviously, in the Simply Dish kitchen and that we live stream and do. But today we are trying to get a nice light salad. This could be obviously enjoyed on its own or as a side. It's completely up to you, my friends. But I wanted to give you something nice and light that you may need as you recover from the holiday, okay? Let's go and cut that again. Look how pretty this is already looking. Nice, bright, beautiful colors, okay? Get those colors in. It's so important, not only for just the way it looks and its appearance, my friend, but honestly, just the nutritional value there, okay? Nice, beautiful, beautiful freaking colors, right? Next is going to be our basil. I personally, oh, looks like I left one. Just kidding. I had one little tomato left to do. I personally like to add herbs into my recipes. If you're looking to kind of elevate your recipe a little bit more, you don't know what to do, and maybe you're a little bored, I would encourage you. One, if you have a windowsill and you have a little bit of sunlight, grow some herbs, my friends. Let that be one of the first things that you do is is save you some money. I know for me, as I was cooking for the holidays, I was just like, oh, I'm so thankful that I got some things ready and prepared into my garden that can last me. I buy it once and it's going to continue to provide for me. Let me get one more big old spoon here so I can give this a good toss. Herbs are those things. It's that girl, and I feel like no one talks about it enough, okay? Let's get this nice and beautiful for us. Uh-oh, I lost some purple onion back there. Did you see that? I promise you my counters are clean, my friends. We're going to go ahead and give this is a live stream. That's the beauty of live, is whatever happens, whatever jumps out of the bowl, you're going to see it with me, my friends, okay? We're going to go ahead and give this a beautiful little toss. Again, if you're just joining me, we're making a grilled corn salad. Absolutely delicious, and it's affordable. This is 2 cans, okay? I got these, I want to say, at Food for Less. So 2 cans of corn, sweet corn. I went ahead and grilled it in a little bit of avocado oil, and 1 can of black beans, okay? Very affordable. I want to say the cans were 79 cents each at Food for Less, 79 or 89 cents each for the corn, sweet corn, and then I had, man, I think they were $1 each for the cans, and these are actually organic, okay? Organic corn, or organic black beans, okay? Beautiful, okay? I know that times are tough, and my hope is with these live streams is I encourage you to get creative in the kitchen and also to, just experiment a little bit more and give you some little ideas that are on the budget, okay? I get it. I get it. We are a family of 5, and so I definitely understand that those prices are quite ridiculous out there as far as for groceries, and how can we make our dollars stretch, okay? This is my goal. So if you're enjoying this live stream, catching the replay, do me a favor. If you're not already subscribed, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so I can continue to deliver you some recipes and some tips and some knowledge, okay? I am using the stems on this basil as well. I personally love to use all the parts of the basil. Use everything. It's not going to affect anything. It's going to give you additional flavor, and a lot of flavor is going to be right there inside of your stems. So do not waste the stems when it comes to your cilantro or your basil. Again, both types of herbs are going to be good for this particular recipe. I just happen to want to use up my basil because basil is plentiful in my garden right now. So we're going to go ahead and throw that in. If you're buying it at the grocery store, I would say you're not going to need a whole bunch of basil. I would say maybe 3 or 4 stems, depending on the size, okay? Beautiful stems is what you're going to want to look for. So if you're in the grocery store, take a look at your stems. They don't need to be absolutely perfect, but do make sure that they do look pretty healthy, okay? And one of the things that I personally like to do, obviously give them a good clean, but you're also going to want to take time to actually use your cooking scissors, okay? Use them to your advantage. This is one of the tricks I like to do. I like to fold it up like that, and then I just snip it all the way down when it comes to my herbs, okay? Obviously, you can use what makes you feel comfortable. I personally like to do it this way to get all that stem and to also get all of that basil. And one basil popped out, but we see you. We're gonna throw it in there. Okay, it's looking good, my friends. Again, very minimal ingredients, but a lot of flavor. Let's give this a little toss here into our bowl. Now we do need to add our acidity component to it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab here one of my limes. I'm so freaking proud of this lime. I can't, and you're probably like, why, Gwen, are you proud of this lime? I'm proud because it has taken me freaking 6 years, my friends. 6 years to finally get my limes, and I'm doing this with you guys. I'm gonna get my lime squeezer, and we're gonna put some of this first. This is one of my first limes. I've waited 6 years for these bad boys, but there's some beauties, okay? I'll let you get a little close up here and get you a little smell. Get you a little smell, okay? Let's go ahead and get our squeezer. Now these are pretty juicy, so if you have one juicy lime to use it, okay? If you want to taste it, or if you're wanting to meal prep this particular recipe, you can obviously meal prep this grilled corn salad. I would just leave out the acid, okay, which would be this lime or the limon, okay? Wait till you are going to actually enjoy it. But you can meal prep this particular recipe. Very simple for you to make. This will be a good portion for if you're wanting to make it for yourself, for work, for your hubby, for your spouse, for your kids, whatever the case may be. This is gonna be for my whole family of 5, okay? Obviously, if you're wanting to double this recipe, you can double this recipe easily. We're gonna go ahead and add in our sea salt to taste. And then you can also do black pepper as well. I'm personally a fan of black pepper. So we're gonna add a little dash of that as well into our mix. We're gonna give this a toss, and we're gonna give this a taste. Always are gonna want to taste your food as you go, and also obviously season as you go. Everybody's taste buds are gonna be different. So in my recommendations, I think that I put down for a half teaspoon or a teaspoon on this particular dish to make. Obviously adjust it if you want, or if you're trying to watch your salt content. As far as that is concerned, you can obviously do that as well, okay? Beautiful, beautiful salad. As you can see, lots of color, lots of deliciousness. Okay, we got the spice as well. Let me get you a nice, beautiful close-up. Nice and beautiful grilled corn salad. We did not burn that corn, as my friend Ricardo was asking. He's like, okay, it's burnt corn. No, my friends, but I wanted to get you a nice grilledness to it. Think of the summertime. Think of those little burnt crispy edges. I'm team crispy edges here. I don't know about you, but I am as well. So I'm sorry, but we got to get those grilled bits, okay? It's called grilled corn salad for a reason. This is what it's going to look like. This is our final result as we come to a close here. If you guys have any questions at all, like I said, feel free to drop those in the comments. I hope that you enjoyed this live stream. This is my first live stream on YouTube. I am totally planning on more live streams. So if you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to do so. We're going to be cooking a lot more delicious recipes here in the SimpliDished kitchen, trying to save you money, give you some delicious simple ingredient recipes for the everyday. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Saturday. As I always say, make it a great day, and I will see you in the kitchen next time. Bye, guys.